Namaskaram. In this video, I am going to introduce a new Varnam in the Raga Jayanthashri, and I am also going to talk about how it is very important for a musician, a student of music, to come out of the comfort zone and learn some rare songs because it improves your dimensions of thinking tremendously. Now, music itself is like a big jigsaw puzzle. Every piece in the jigsaw puzzle is unique and they have to be put in the right place in order to get the final picture. Some years back, I had visited a very small music shop in Chennai where I came across a lot of very old books, treasured books. Now I came across this one book which is Thana Varna Kadal. This has been published by the music research department of the Annamalai University in Chidambaram, Tamil Nadu. Now, one particular Varnam caught my attention, which is why I bought this book in the first place. This Varnam had lyrics from Tirukkural, which is a 1330 couplets written by the great saint poet of Tamil Nadu, Thiruvalluvar. Now, as a child, I grew up in Tamil Nadu and all my education was done there. Tirukkural was part and parcel of our life. And seeing a Varnam with lyrics from Tirukkural really impressed me. I said, I must buy this book and go through it. When I went through this Varnam book, I also came across this particular Varnam on which I am going to do a tutorial on in the Raga Jayanthashri, which is the Janyam of the 8th Medakarta Raga Hanumatodi. Some people also say that it can be assigned to the 20th Medakarta Natabhairavi. Now, why this Varnam was unique and why I picked up this Varnam to learn all by myself, because there was no connecting point for me for this Varnam. Nobody else has done it, at least in my immediate surroundings, in my immediate environment. There was nobody who knew this Varnam. It was not on the digital platform either. But I really wanted to do this Varnam because this is one of the very rare Varnams that has been made on Lord Ganesha. With Ganesh Chaturthi coming shortly, I felt I need to do this tutorial for you so that all of you out there can also learn a very rare Varnam, a rare and very beautifully set Varnam, a Varnam set by Sri Veena Dandapani, so beautifully that when you learn something rare, you yourself will realize how much your understanding of music becomes. When I started learning this Varnam, there were a few challenges for me. Until then, like you, I was also learning Varnams from the only Varnam book that I was holding. All the popular Varnams, I had to learn the Kalyani. One of my friends had learned Bhairavi, I had to learn that Bhairavi. Another person had learned Vasanta Raga Varnam, I had to learn that Vasanta Raga Varnam. Things were just moving like this. Whatever was in the environment, I was learning. It was easier also to learn because there was somebody who was guiding me when I was learning those Varnams. I could go to somebody to get my doubts cleared. But not so when I started learning the Jayanthashri Varnam. This was very rare. There was nobody to help me out. I had to do my work myself with very little experience about doing it. But when I started with the first line, I went repeatedly over the first line again and again. Then something started revealing itself to me. I realized I could understand some note patterns coming, and these note patterns were also repetitive. I started marking these phrases, and I can tell you how much my musicality improved. It jumped by 10 points. When you're doing such rare compositions all by yourself, trying it out, one has to at least try it out. Yes, if you're not able to succeed, please don't do it. But when you try it out, there are some things that you start learning. Some things just get revealed there. That will improve your musical, that will improve your dimensions of thinking about music itself. So from this Varnam, I learnt a lot about Manodharma. I learnt how to tighten my Talam because there are a lot of odd number phrases in this Varnam. And I learnt about a new Raga and the feeling that Raga was giving. Mind you, Jayanthashri half the time is only Hindolam. But you had to turn it around to make it sound Jayanthashri. Many a times you need to work on that. To say that no, I'm playing Jayanthashri and I'm not playing Hindolam. So all of this definitely improved my musical knowledge, and which is why I am recommending that you also need to be very open about learning rare songs that are not there in the public domain. Now, Jayanthashri Varnam also taught me a very beautiful technique for Gamakam. I had mentioned about this technique, exactly, the gripping of the fingers, in a video which I had released very recently on hand dynamics. I'll show you the Arohanam, Avarohanam of the Ragam, and you can see and feel for yourself how the gripping works. Just see how the Ga has been gripped, the Sadharana Gandharam. Sa, Ga, Ma, Suddha Madhyamam, Ga. Gripping the pointer and the middle finger, the thumb is coming closer. Kaishiki Nishadam, Shajamam. So all through the Arohanam, it was only Hindolam. Now while coming back in the Avarohanam, gripping for the Nishadam. Now after Madhyamam, Sa, Ni, Da, Ma was still Hindolam for you. Now here you turn around and say Pa, Ma, Ga, Sa. I'm sure many of you are aware of the very popular Kirtana in Raga Jayanthashri. Maru Kelara, O Ragava. We are all very well versed with this Kirtana. So this is exactly the same Ragam, and how you are going to learn the skill of gripping your fingers. Maha Ga Namaste, Namaste, Mahadeva, Pala, Namaste, Tanti, Vada. Sani da ni sa ga ma ga ma da ni da ni sa ga sa ni sa ga sa ma ga sa ni da ma da ni sa ga sa ni da ma pa ma ga sa ni sa ga ma Ganapate. Namaste, Namaste. I want all of you to go all out to learn this Varnam, and maybe for this Ganesh Chaturthi, you'll be successful enough to do your namaskar to your favorite god Ganpati with this Varnam. I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to teach you how to play this Varnam.